Hey dudes, in this one we're going to be building this concrete beast. This thing absolutely produces a lot of concrete. As you can see, I was kind of testing with the totals right here. It looks like we're going to get anywhere from 16,000 to 14,000. I think it's going to be more on the 16,000 side. So that's how much concrete we're going to be able to convert with this thing in an hour. And what I did was I took one of Mumbo Jumbo's old concrete making designs and I made some changes to it because it was broken as of the latest snapshot. I'm in the latest snapshot right now, which is 20W20B. But this thing was broken, so I went ahead and made the necessary changes to fix it. It was just some small things with the furnaces and whatnot. But this thing is mostly Mumbo Jumbo's design. I'll link to the video from Mumbo Jumbo that I saw that I made this from down below if you want to check that out and hear him go over all the details of the farm. But what we're going to do is we're going to build this together. I'm going to put a very straightforward tutorial for you guys so that you can just follow along and have this in your own world. And the reason why I'm building this is because in Strangecraft, our Let's Play series, I'm going to actually put together one of these because I'm going to need lots and lots of concrete in the near future for our mega base. But yeah, a lot of people need concrete and there's not really an easy way of getting it. So this is the best way that you can get concrete right now in Minecraft. Even though this design is not very big, it is very fast. It's as fast as you can actually get concrete. We're using zero-tick technology to make it so that we're getting concrete as fast as you possibly can with only one player. So without further ado, let's get right into this build. I just wanted to shout out this comment really quick because I thought this was a very nice comment for someone to leave on one of my videos. If you want your comment to be shouted out in a future video, all you have to do is leave a nice comment on this video. If you have any questions or comments for me or you need help on any of these designs, the easiest way to get in touch with me is through the Discord, and that is linked down below. I also do streams on Twitch about 3 to 4 times every single week, so if you want to hang out with me and watch how I play Minecraft, please consider following me on Twitch. Cool, so let's get back into the content. Okay, when you're starting to build this thing, you need to build it 17 blocks in the air if you don't want any of the TNT to blow anything up. So I'm going to build up 17 blocks. On the 17th block, let's go ahead and put down a torch. Right here is where we're actually going to be putting the concrete powder. So we're going to take a pulse from right there, which is going to power this piston right here. And then we're going to put a piston on top to zero tick that piston right there. And then we just need to put a redstone dust right there. And now this is a smart zero tick piston pusher. I'm going to use glass, but that's optional. And now we're just going to make a little bowl for our water that we're going to have here. That's going to convert the concrete powder into actual concrete. Once we have that in place, we need to put an underneath on this one spot right there. That's the only one that you actually need one, but you can put more flooring if it makes you more comfortable. And then we're just going to push this concrete powder along. So as you can see, as the concrete powder goes by, it turns into concrete and we're zero ticking this forward. I'm going to put one space here just for safe measure. You don't really need it, so you could just start this on this block if you really want, but I'm going to build one over like so. And you're going to put pistons that look like this. You only really need 4, but I put 5 just to be safe. Because if you're going to AFK at this thing, you want to make sure that you're redundant and you have backups just in case. Because the speed that you're going to be putting the concrete powder in here, you're only ever going to use 4 of these, but in case anything goes wrong and there's some sort of lag that makes it a little bit slower, you want to make sure that you put a 5th one here. So this is the smart part that Mumbo Jumbo came up with, and what you do is you put down furnaces, 5 furnaces just like that. We're going to put down comparators coming out of the furnaces, and then we're going to take that signal and wrap it around up to this top piston right here. So to wrap the signal around, you put down 2 blocks just like so. You bring this up a block. This next block either needs to be a top slab or a glass block, something that's transparent that you can put the redstone dust through. And then you're going to fill in every single one of these blocks with redstone dust. So let's put redstone dust on every single one of these blocks like so, all the way up to that top building block right here. And I'm building this with iron blocks, but you can use whatever block you want. I just like using iron blocks. So here's the part that Mumbo Jumbo came up with that actually broke at some point. I'm not really sure when it broke, but you need to put 54 items in here. It doesn't have to be redstone dust, but just 54 of any item in here. I think he put 58 in his video, which broke this somehow. I think the output signal changed, because what we need is we need a signal strength of 5 coming out of this comparator, because we want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 redstone so that it only powers this one. So each of these will actually work independently now. And I think the amount of items you put in here changed what output signal these gave. So just make sure that you have 54 items in each of these furnaces. So now you can see all of this is actually done and all of it will zero tick. So if we sit here and just hold down our right click for a little bit, you'll see that all these turn into white concrete because they go by this little water source right here. And all of the pistons are firing these down. So it's working perfectly so far. Now all we have to do is put the TNT duplicator in place to actually blow up all of the concrete, and then we'll put a collection down below. So I just put these slime blocks here because we're going to turn this into the TNT duplicator. We just need 2 L shapes that look just like that. I put that there to connect them, and then I took it out. And what we need is we need a wall that looks like that. So we need this 2 by 3 wall of some sort of solid block. Just like that. It's important that we have that there. So now we can go ahead and make the rest of the TNT duplicator. Put the TNT in place right there. Need a coral fan right there. It can be a live one. Just put it in place and let it die. Put a wall right here. It doesn't have to be a cobblestone wall, just any wall. Then on top of this slime block right here, we need a detector rail and a minecart on top of that. Then build out 2 solid blocks. Get your sticky piston and put your sticky piston in place right there. Let's go ahead and test this out and just make sure that it's working. So we should be able to give it a little bit of power right there. So that primed it. It looks like everything worked properly. Now if we pull this back and push it again, we're going to get an explosion. So it looks like it's working properly, and that is great. We are going to need some power going into this piston, and let's just go ahead and make that look like that. We're going to need another block down here. And this is going to be the delay, the circuit for actually making the TNT duplicator fire, which makes the TNT go down. What we do for this is we go ahead and put a block here with a torch on the side. Put down some repeaters. Make sure you turn that off first, otherwise we're going to make that TNT go off again. Put a bunch of repeaters down. And put some redstone dust across the top like so. And then to give this thing the correct amount of timing, we just need 1 of these repeaters going in this way to have 4 tick delay. And then we need 2 of them going this way to have 4 tick delay. So now if we fire this, it's going to go back and forth, and it's going to keep making the TNT the correct amount. Now we also need a redstone signal coming down here. That's going to make the TNT drop at the correct time, because we don't want it to actually drop down there. We want it to drop up a little sooner. And to do that, we just need to put some solid blocks right about here. Put in our sticky pistons like so. Get the redstone dust here. Put a solid block there. We can actually even take that one out if we want. Put a repeater going into that block. And we just need the platform to look like this. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to and make sure that your platform ends up looking like this. And we're going to have another repeater going there. And then we're going to need 9 ticks delay going into the piston. So let's go ahead and put 4 right there. Let's put 4 right there and 1 right there. Now we just need redstone dust there. And we're going to need another dot of redstone dust there. Now that that's there, we can put our building block here. Put a redstone dust on top of that, and then we need to squeeze a repeater right in there. I think I said this was only 1 tick delay earlier. That's 2 ticks. That's on 2 ticks, not 1. So make sure that's correct. We also need to make sure that we have a block right there that has redstone on it. So now if we turn this on, it's going to make the TNT. The pistons are going to go out, and then they're going to drop it so that the TNT explodes in the air, so we can get the most amount of drops from the concrete from each TNT. The only thing we have left to do is to make the collection system for all of the concrete. So make that with 1 block in between. That block is actually going to have water running down it. Find where the end of the concrete can possibly be, and then make it a couple blocks out from there. And we're going to want the whole thing to be 9 long, and then we're also going to want the platform down below to be 5 wide. So let's go ahead and fill this out, 9x5 rectangle down here. So to make sure that the hoppers don't get backed up, make the last 4 spaces right here. We're gonna make these rows with hoppers. So first, just go ahead and put your chest down. Make sure there's an extra spot right there. And let's put 4 double chests to collect up all the goodies. Now that we have those in place, we can take away all of the temporary blocks that we had and put hoppers leading into each one of these. Now we need to build up the walls of the outside, and we need some obsidian. So all of the wall on this side needs to be obsidian. And then that block right there needs to be obsidian. And you can make the rest out of iron blocks or whatever other block you want to make the walls out of. It can be anything you want. Now we just need to put the water in place so that we get the flow going all the way to the end here. And now the machine is all done. So now all you have to do to use it is turn on this lever right here, start the TNT duplicating, and then stand over here on your little platform, look at this spot, and then get something to hold down the right trigger for you. I know that there are programs that'll do this for you. I also know that you can switch the place click on your mouse to a key on your keyboard and just put a weight on that. As you can see, we've been here for, a couple seconds just talking and putting the concrete powder through, training the concrete. Now let's go check on how many results we already got. So it's 14 in that double chest, 16, that's 30, 51. 51 and a stack. So I would say that's probably going to be about 2 stacks from just that, the few seconds that we were there, which is absolutely crazy. This thing just churns out concrete. Cool. Well, yeah, no, I thank Mumbo Jumbo for the genius in this design. I'm glad I got to make it work in this latest snapshot, and I'm definitely going to be using this in my world. I hope you use it in your world. If you enjoyed this one, if you learned something new, definitely leave a like. That helps me out a lot. And if you want to see more Minecraft automation or stay up in my adventures in Strangecraft, definitely subscribe. I'd love to see you in the next video. Also, if you want to join me for live streams, I live stream 3 to 4 times every single week on Twitch. My link to my Twitch account is in the description. I would love it if you followed me on Twitch. Okay, cool. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye.